What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about the Canon RP, which is, I honestly think, the best vlogging camera of 2020 and definitely the most underrated camera of 2020. So let's jump into it. I do think that it is the best camera that you can buy for the dollars that you spend. This camera is a beast, especially if you can get it used or on a discount. So I have made a bunch of videos on this camera, and before it wasn't the greatest because it didn't have 24p. I don't know why Canon would do such a thing, but the workaround was that it would have 25p, which is almost the same thing, but to switch over to 60p, it made it a little bit more difficult. Since then, Canon has put out a firmware that allows you to use 24p, which is absolutely amazing. So now you don't have to have the workaround for 60p. This is absolutely amazing, especially for everyone who just films in 24p. This is perfect. This is one of the smallest full frame cameras that you can buy, and the ability to use all your EF glass and the ability to use the new RF glass, I think this is absolutely amazing. The future, just who knows what it's gonna hold, right? Like, Canon's coming up with amazing lenses and it's full frame, so you're gonna get that nice creamy background. It's relatively cheap. It's probably one of the cheaper full frame mirrorless cameras that you can buy right now. Mode selector on the Canon RP is honestly amazing. I wish the Canon R, which I'm currently filming this on, had this mode selector. Instead of having to like tap it and then scroll, you can just flip it over to like your custom settings. Because I'm a huge custom setting person, this just allows you to film and get to what you're trying to do as fast as possible. I honestly love this style and I hope they put it on more cameras. Canon's flip out screen is honestly ideal. No other vlogging camera really has the screen that's on this side that's flipped out, and it's ideal for trying to frame yourself. For me personally, I don't need this because I know that my lens is wide enough that if I point the lens at my face, then I'm gonna be in the frame at some point. But for other people who maybe are just starting to vlog that need this, or you're trying to film in like a studio and you're trying to make sure certain things are in the frame, then I think this camera is ideal, especially if you're trying to do like a top-down angle shot. Then you can see what you're filming. You don't have to guess. So I'm not gonna talk too much about the dual pixel autofocus and Canon colors. They're honestly amazing. That's pretty much all I have to say. The dual pixel autofocus locks you in focus and keeps you in focus. And Canon colors, everyone loves these. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. One of the big downfalls for me is this camera's battery is not the greatest. I really wish they would have went with the same battery that they have in the Canon R. The battery doesn't last a super long time. One of the workarounds is buy more batteries, right? Or if you're using this camera inside, buy the battery that plugs into the wall, so then you'll always have battery. Also, this camera doesn't have C-Log, which once you have it, you always want it, but it doesn't have it. It's not a huge deal to some people, which in my opinion, you don't need C-Log, especially if you're filming inside. It would be nice to have, but it's not necessary. The Canon RP, in my opinion, is the perfect vlogging camera. I think it's absolutely amazing, especially for the form factor. You're gonna get like a massive image for such a small, compact camera at a very cheap price, in my opinion. And I honestly think this is the perfect vlogging camera for most people. Now that Canon has 24p and also 60p at 1080, I think this is an absolute steal. Pick one up used if you can for dirt cheap. Maybe you're gonna pick one up for your second camera or maybe your third camera, or you just pick up two of these cameras, who knows, right? If you do break one of these cameras, you're not gonna be as mad because it's relatively cheap to purchase another one. Obviously, if you take care of your gear, you won't break it, but you'll feel a lot less mad with yourself if you do break. Maybe you pick it up for like $800, $600. You won't feel as bad. But that's all I have for this video. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help. And until the next video, peace.